Happy Thursday, Stampers and Paper Crafters. This is Facebook Live number 345. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot. So my name is Joy Borwedge, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I live in Burnsville, Minnesota, and I've been a demonstrator for 25 years this month. So I started in August of 1999. I remember it was a Monday, and I called my friend Terry, and I said, it's about 8 o'clock at night. I said, what are you doing? And she said nothing, and I said, I want to sign up to be a demonstrator. And she's like, come on over. So that's how it ended, or started, I should say. So I have a paper pumpkin for you tonight. I have no idea what it entails, except for that I looked into the box. I just a little sneak, and it's using the Night of Navy ink pad. And so I pulled that out of my stash, and that's all I know. And I also know that there's a free stamp set in this one. I don't remember why, but there is. All right, so I'm going to put you down at the table in just a second. And if you get motion sickness or anything like that, just look away, and I will tell you when I am done fooling around with the camera. All right, so hold on. Yeah, this is, I've been doing Facebook Lives in this apartment since February. And so I'm trying to work on getting this, what's the word, situated and making it so that it seems flawless. So it's taking its time with the transaction of moving the camera and squishing in and going live, in a different way than I did when I lived in the house. All right, so, okay, I think we're good. I'm done messing around. And okay, so again, my name is Joy Borwedge. I have an Instagram page at Stampin' for Joy. Now, like I said, today is number 345. So Facebook Live number 344 was this one, and it featured the online exclusive stamp set called Sophisticated Sled. So what you'll see on my Instagram page is a hashtag. And so if you liked that one and you wanted to see how it was made, then you go to my Joy Borwedge Facebook page or my Stampin' Up! Page, and then you click on the Facebook Live with that same hashtag number, which would be 345, and then you could see how that card was put together. All right, so my online store is stampinforjoy.stampinup.net, and that is open 24/7. So if you're crafting at 3 o'clock in the morning and you realize that you're getting low on dimensionals, you can get on my online store and send an order in whenever you wish. penguinz33@outlook.com is my email address. Now, currently, we have one annual catalog that is current. That is this one. Let me squish out just a tad bit. And there we go. Now, in a few weeks, this one is going to go live. Now, this is the mini catalog from September to December. Now, the demonstrators that have been around for a while call it the holiday mini catalog. So it's kind of focuses on anything late summer to the new year. So if you do not have a demonstrator and you wish to have a catalog, either or both, email me and I will mail one out to you. All right. Then my host code is W6ZNN GCX. And you can use that host code when you place an order that is under $150. When your order is over $150, Stampin' Up! Considers that to be a workshop. And so that means you are the hostess, and that means you also get to earn free product. And you get to choose that free product of your choice, and it's anything you wish. All right, so if you have any questions, you can always ask. If you are here your first time, just say your name and where you're from. I'd like to say hi. And we have some things that are going on right now. Number one, my friends and I are putting together an event that we just released the date, or we just picked the date just a few days ago, and it is Saturday, October 26th. Now, this event is in Highland Park, St. Paul, and it's at the church, and this is where we've had numerous events. So we do anywhere from 3 to 4 events a year, and you're welcome to come. If you're in town we have people that travel from Wisconsin and Iowa. So check out this email address and you can find the information. I'm not sure it's up yet, but keep checking that out. But I just wanted to get that date on your calendar. And now, then there are some things that are going on right now. The Changing Leaves bundle is an online exclusive, and that's available just in the online store. And we have also the Potions and Spells that is available in my online store. It's super cute. And now what that means, online store and online exclusive, means that you're not going to find it in a publication. Number one, it's while supplies lasts. So that way, Stampin' Up! Doesn't have to just rely on the catalog. So they can offer new product several times throughout the year. And that way, if something sells out, then it's gone. But some things they can replenish in the online store. Another one that we have is really cool that is available currently, and it is called the Iconic Celebrations. And what that means is that it's a stamp set. It's a suite as well. So this is a bundle, a stamp set and a die set. So when you purchase them together, you save 10%. So there are 2 numbers. When you buy the bundle, you just want to use one number. Or if you wanted to buy just the stamp set, that's the number. If you wanted to buy the dies, that's a number. So pay attention to what you are typing in your computer. Now, if you want the whole suite, then you type that number in. And the suite collection always means that you get a stamp set and the die set, or the stamp set and a punch. And you still save that 10%. Because it's a bundle, but also it's located in that online store. The Designer Series paper you get in this occasion, this particular suite, it is a 6x6 Designer Series paper, and you get 48 sheets. So, I mean, how fun is that? And then comes in that also is the pecan pie and the clear ribboned adhesive backed dots. And then this beautiful ribbon, it's a frayed grosgrain. You get 5 yards. So everything here, you get 1 of each. And that is generally how the suites work. Now, if you were to punch that number in of the Iconic Celebration Suite for the whole collection, and it says currently unavailable, that means that something is out of stock. But you could still order the rest of it and wait until that particular piece comes in. Now, just because it's in an online exclusive doesn't mean that you're saving anything, except for that bundle. The online exclusive here that's featured is called the Flowering Zinnias Suite Collection. It's a lot of fun, believe me. And this Designer Series paper is absolutely stunning.
when they first released it, it was in and out, in and out, in and out. Same thing with the adhesive backed dots, sequins that went with it. Now also on this page is the Encircled in Nature bundle, and that's a stamp set and a die set. So it does not come in the Flower Zinnias collection, but it's still on the same page, just to kind of whet your taste as to what online exclusives are. Now, this is coming to an end in just a few weeks. The Designer Series paper sale, and it is 15% off. So now is a great time to stock up on Designer Series paper that you like to use and save 15%. And it ends August 31st. And there's a variety of 12 by 12 or 6 by 6. And so you can use, put that in my online store and go shopping. And then another online exclusive that has some beautiful product. Now this is what we call a mega suite. And that means it has actually 2 stamp sets and 2 die sets. And then you get this Designer Series paper. Now it is a specialty Designer Series paper because there is a foil, I believe, that's in here. And it's really pretty, fronts and backs. And then also there is the Graceful Greenery Vellum. So there's 3 different sheets in there as well. And that comes in the Season of Green and Gold Suite Collection. So that means that you get 2 stamp sets and 2 die sets, and you save 10% on both of them. Then there is the Very Vanilla Satin Ribbon and the Cherry Cobbler and Pearl Adhesive Backed Berries. Now these are single, and then these are 3 pieces that are stuck together to make a cluster of berries. Fun, huh? All right, so that's kind of just a little whet your taste about the online exclusives. And today we are going to be doing something with a paper pumpkin. And a paper pumpkin is a subscription program that you can choose. Now you can just buy 1 paper pumpkin and have that mailed to you and then see if you like it. You can order a 3-month plan, a 6-month plan, or you can order a year. Now, when you order the year, you are also considered a hostess and you get to pick benefits, I think. So it comes to your house and you don't know what's inside. And sometimes the boxes are different, but most of the time they're this kind of this orangey reddish color. But you order, it comes to you, and there are 2 stamp sets in here. One is, okay, I'm going to grab my magnetic sheet so you can maybe see this better. 1, 2, 3, 8, 5, 6, 7, 0, 4. And there's a banner. The ST, the ND, the RD, and the TH that come with this. So I'm assuming that this is probably your free stamp set. Okay, so let's kind of tell you what, this is a birthday candle, so is that one. It says Make a Wish, Lost Count, that's cute. It's Time for Cake. Oh, I love that. There's another candle. Let's see. Happy Birthday, 2 balloons, and then Celebrate. Now that Celebrate could also be anything that you want to use. These balloons could be used for something. This one looks like it has kind of flowers on it, and this one has stripes. The candle has dots. This one has flowers, and this one has diagonal stripes with dots on it. So, I mean, that is really fun. Okay, so for the subscription, like now, this is August, and also comes with a spot. So I just took a look to see what color the spot was, and I decided to grab my Night of Navy full size. I don't open up the little guys until I need to. Then it comes with tissue paper, and now sometimes they're cards, sometimes they are treat bags. We had a wreath one time. We had these really cute banners that came in a cellophane, kind of a triangle that looked like this. Not as cute as what my fingers are describing. And then you get to put the letters on your. So I made mine, and it said stamp, and then it's a garland, and then happy. And so I'm just going to put this back in here. So, like I said, you don't know what you're getting. You have to order your, for the next month, for September's, which I don't know what it's going to be, you have to have your order in by the 10th. So that way, Stampin' Up! Gets your credit card charged, and it makes it on time to you. All right, so everything comes shrunk wrapped and with a cardboard piece in there to keep everything from bending. And there are instructions. There we go. Okay, so, oops. So it's called Time for Cake. So basically that tells me that this is a birthday. So it comes with envelopes. Sometimes they're decorated. Sometimes you can actually take these envelopes and go basically rogue. You can certainly copy each directions, each card, make one, and then you can, if you're a paper crafter and you're kind of basically beginning, this is a really good start on how to get crafty and maybe get some crafty products and see if you like it. And then you can get together. Now, these are the sheets that come with, number one, this is called Time for Cake. So this is what it looks like. And so this will go in here, and then this one will go here. So you can actually see it a lot better. Stampin' Up! Just started doing this not too long ago, so that way you can see what everything looks like. And so for me, I will do one of each, and then I will pick a winner. Now the winners, now this is dimensionals. I already have mini dimensionals, so I won't use this. But what I'll do is I'll do one card of each, and then I will pick a winner. Now if you win card number one, I will put your name, I will take your name out. So this is, looks like it's going to be a sheet that we're going to be using for the cards. So I'm just going to kind of put that to the side. We're just kind of looking to see what everything is. Looks like it's going to be a background for one of the cards. Here are the envelopes. So this 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're going to be making 9 cards out of this kit. And so that one, it goes with this card. And sometimes the envelopes, the insides are the same. Sometimes they're all different. Sometimes they put something on the outside. So it really is different for what Stampin' Up! Does, you know, from kit to kit. And then, okay, so the blue one, the blue background, gets the kind of the mauve-y envelope. Oh, look at that. That's cute. Okay, so that goes with the pink one, the pink envelope. And this is going to be a fun fold. And, I mean, look at that. How fun is that? I mean, if you were to make the card as is, okay, we have instructions. But otherwise, you could sit here and cut these down and make your own cards and design the kit how you want. So just because there's instructions on how to do it doesn't mean you have to follow those instructions. I will, just because, number one, I have friends that put the kit together. And then, so we got 1, 2, and 3. So that goes with this one. And then these are die cuts. Okay. And then we'll put that off over there to the side. And these here are mini glue dots. Now, I already own some of these, so I'm actually going to be using my own. And then, hooray, now these are, looks like they are stickers. Ooh, cool. So there's adhesive on the back here. And more die cuts. Now, Stampin' Up! Also gives you more than what's needed, so you can go above and beyond and save your product to make extra cards. Ooh, look at that. How fun. Okay, so that is a foil, as you can see, balloon. And these are all die cuts. And there's a fork. And there's several forks. Okay, so that is what is in this kit. Now I'm going to leave that there because some of the things are coming out. Okay, so that was what the kit entails. And then also, this looks like it is rose gold. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the colors. And on the back here, it tells you you have supplies. That makes 9 cards with 9 envelopes. Coordinating colors are Moody Mauve, Night of Navy, Pecan Pie, Petal Pink, Pretty in Pink, Wild Wheat, and Rose Gold. That is what that twine is. Now, we do not have anything like this in the annual catalog. And then also, this die is available to add on, and it goes with other kits. Let's see, it coordinates with 3 other kits. Now, I generally don't get the dies because, or the add-ons, just because I always forget and then I'm out. Okay, so now there's 2 things here. Now, this is card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. What this piece right here is it says number 1, number 2, and number 3. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at number 1 here. We're going to pull everything for number 1, so then that way I have everything we need to make this particular card. And then we can get our die cuts ready. This is how you kind of want to do it if you're going to do the whole kit and you're going to follow all the instructions. So it's going to tell me that I need 1 of the pink envelopes, or the Moody Mauves, Moody Mauve envelopes. Wait, no, never mind. I have it backwards. Okay, so this one is pink. Oops, I'm sorry. So number 1 gets the pink. There we go. And then it gets 1. Make sure I grab one of these. And then it gets the big card piece. Okay, so far we got here. We have this to the side. And then it needs the flowering looking candle. So where did I put that? There it is. Okay, so I'm going to take, there's a harder plastic, and then there's a kind of a flimsy plastic. I'm going to take that flimsy plastic off, and I'm going to put that over on my magnetic sheet so I know where it's at eventually. I might be looking for it at some point in time. Okay, so it wants you to have, let's see. Okay, so right there, that little icon means it needs 3 of your mini glue dots, and then it tells you it needs 3 of those dimensionals that came in the kit. And then there is the candle with the flower on it, or it could be a starburst. So depends on, so what that looks like is that. So I'm going to grab this block. Now this block happens to be retired, but I'm still using it because no sense in getting, now this is upside down, okay, and I'm just letting that get naturally. Okay, it's too sticky to that glass mat, so I'm going to grab my silicone mat and just let that sit. I'm going to let that sit, and that way, because it can, if you don't let it, if it doesn't flop around, I mean, this way you get it straight and you're not going to have a flimsy candle. So make sure that you have your stamped image facing up. All right, so then it says lost count. All right, so we're going to grab that. Lost count. Okay, so that looks like it is the same. It's going to take the same block. Now I have a bunch of blocks because I like to do events, and generally you need a lot of blocks for events, okay? Then it says make a wish. So the make a wish. All right, let's see. Yeah, that looks like it's a good size. Now, if you have a block that's too big, you are generally going to make it easier for yourself to add extra ink on the outside edges. Now, another thing about having this glass mat is that you can line up your words so that it's straight, and then line up the edge of your block, and so hopefully that's straight as well. Okay, so then, so we got, ooh, we need the starburst for the candle. All right. The flame. And that's on an A block, and that one is retired as well. And actually, we're going to make it easier for me to stamp because this is where the candle part's going to be, so I'm going to make sure that that's straight on. I had it kind of sideways. All right, so we have the candle, the Make-A-Wish, the flame burst, lost count, and then the small striped candle. Okay. Now, if you're a paper crafter and you have all these products, it's a lot easier. Now, if you're new and you don't have a lot of blocks, your first block when you order a paper pumpkin is actually going to be a paper pumpkin block. And these blocks are finger happy. They're, oh, sorry for the loud noise. They're, like I said, they're finger happy. So they're indentations where your fingers go. Now your paper pumpkin block is going to be an acrylic piece. It's about 1/4 inch thick, but if you notice, this is, it's a lot easier to see when you have a dark background. So you can see this is about 1/2 inch, and this is, or 1/2 inch, and this is about 1/4 inch. This might even be 3/4 inch. So you're closer to your surface with this one. But as you start getting your crafting supplies together and your collection growing, you'll be able to do what I'm doing and not have to take each piece off its own block. Or, you know, use one block. That would drive me crazy. Because then you'd have to clean everything. Well, I still will clean everything because it's full of polymer. And then also, according to the instructions, I'm going to need the die cut that is a tag. And so it's going to be this peach die cut. See how easy that was? Okay, so we have our peach die cut. We have this piece right there. Okay, I'm going to move this out of my way so then I have everything ready to go. And so this is the other 2 cards. I don't need to do that right now, so I'm going to put that over to the side. And these envelopes, these cards, be something different, and we'll come back to that. So everything we have is just for card one right now, okay? And so now we're going to go to card number one, and we're going to follow the instructions now. It's not written. It is pictures. So it looks like it is just right here, okay? This is your complete card right here. That's what it looks like. Number two starts right here at the fold. So I am going to just have card number one available. Okay. Okay, so that is what that looks like. I'm going to just move this over so that this is, so we can only see just card number one. So what it wants us to do is to place oh, I missed something. I'm looking at the instructions. There's die cuts right here. I missed those. And so I've got to get those punched out. So that's right here. So I need 3 of them. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. I'm going like, what am I supposed to stamp? Or ink up? Okay, so let's go back to card number one. All right, so it looks like we're going to ink up. So there's a couple of different ways that you can open up this ink pad. Okay, so you can open it up. There's an indentation right there. You can push up just like a compact. Okay, and that's that one way. Another way is you can push the back here. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Or you could take your fingers and push it in like that. So this is how it looks. Your fingers go right in here, pull straight out, and then flip. So this way it keeps your ink upside down, and so that the ink is basically at the top. So I'm going to open that up again. And it's kind of tight just because it's a color that's not used a lot. So it needs, I could probably put chapstick again right here on the outside, and then that will help it slide in and out a lot easier. So that is a tip for you. And you want to make sure that you hear that snap so that you know it's completely closed. Okay, so for this card, it looks like what it wants you to do is have those 2 candles. It says puts them on the same block. Well, I actually have 2 different blocks, and I'm fine with that. So see, we're already going off kilter already. So see how they're not straight on this card. So they want you to repeat that, but now you get to stamp on it. So I'm actually going to grab my Stampin' Cut and my Pearson mat, because you get a better image when you actually stamp on something foam when you have the photopolymer. So here is the large one, and they want you to just lightly tap it, and they want you to put that right here, kind of kitty wampus, okay? And then the little one is going to go right here as well. Kitty wampus. Okay. So now we've used those, and then now we're going to put we're supposed to stamp this in blue, okay? My thing is that when you have a glow off a candle, it is not blue. So I'm going to grab, let's see, is there any yellow that's in this color kit? I read the colors. I'm going off-roading, or off-kilter. So wild wheat would be kind of the only kind of the yellow that would coordinate with this kit. So I'm actually going to use my wild wheat too. Because everything is rose gold here. I don't want it to be blue. So we're going to go with wild wheat. Now you may not have wild wheat, and that's okay. There we go. And there we go. See? It's more, it kind of coordinates with that. Okay, so then we're also supposed to use the words lost count. I'm going to take my wild wheat and put that over there. Lost count is supposed to be at the bottom. I think that's cute. Okay, then we are supposed to take our candle and our small candle, and we're supposed to ink these up. So these are just blue with a little foil at the top there, okay? But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to sit down. I do my Facebook Lives standing, but when I got to do something that is small or coloring, I will sit down. So I'm just going to be right back, but I'm going to sit down for a second, and I want to make sure that I am going to be stamping this straight, and sorry, I'm going to be pulling this closer towards me, so my head is not in the camera. But I want somebody to win this card, and I want it to look good. So that one, it's a little bit over the side, but it's not perfect. But you know what? We could fix that. That one's a little better. And you just want to tap, tap, tap. You don't want to squish in there. Oh, that one's a little over to the side there. You know how we could fix that? Okay, I'm going to show you how. We're going to take our paper snips, whoops, and we're just going to snip that just a little bit. I mean, who's going to know, right? That we're fixing this so it doesn't look as bad or off kilter. There we go. And now, nobody will even know, right? Okay, so there's one. And let's get this one. If I was left-handed, I'd be easier to cut that up. All right, there we go. And we'll just put that right up in there. Just like that. Perfect. There we go. Okay, there we go. And we'll fix this one too. Actually, that one's pretty good. Well, we'll make it so that it looks so, much closer towards the other ones. So the other ones don't stand out as, hey, we look good, but you don't. See, that's what crafting does. All right, so, okay, so try to get in there a little bit better than I did. Like I said, this is my first time doing it. So Terry, hi, welcome. I had to take a drink. Okay, so the next thing that we're doing is so it says to illuminate your, I already did that. but like I said, I decided to use the color Wild Wheat instead of the blue, because, you know, you're not going to have, well, I guess rose gold is not going to be your sparkle, but I just didn't want that blue. Okay, then we did this right here. We stamped on our candles. We got those done, and I'm going to put those on there because they're hard for me to, and then lost count. We did that. All right, so we're going to put Make-A-Wish on the tag. So we have that right here. So we're going to move this off. And here is our ink pad, Night of Navy. And the hole faces to the right. I'll just tap, tap, tap. And we'll put that in there. Oops. I don't think I got my A very well. There we go. And we're just going to set that down and just let that ink transfer for a moment because it is photopolymer. Oh, I love that font combination. Wow, that's very cute. Okay. Then it says to, I'm going to close up my ink pad right now because I don't want to drop anything in there, because an open ink pad is an invitation to drop anything in there. Okay, so I'm going to put my stamped candles on my other paper because I don't want to lose anything, because it's easy for me to lose stuff sitting on my desk like this. Okay, so the instructions have it opened up like this. So let's see. This piece we are going to have it looks like it goes like this, and then like that, and like this, that, and that, and then I do not know. Okay, that. Maybe that goes like that. There we go. I think that's how it's supposed to look. Because if you see the instructions, okay, so you see the candles are bursting. And then we're supposed to take 18 inches of the rose gold. There we go. I think that's the end. I wish they would make it really easy to find the end, because nothing like having it unravel. This is rose gold trim. Okay. We're going to find the edge. Ha! There it is. See, now my trick is when you have, and I know I'm doing this fast, okay, so when you find your edge, okay, take your snips and go like this and create a place for your trim to sit, because now you know where that end is and it doesn't unravel on you, because this irritates me if I can't find it. All right, so we need 18 inches. So this instructions, okay, come with a measuring, there's a ruler here. So we need an exact 18 inches. And so we're going to cut that off. This rose gold trim is absolutely beautiful. Okay, so now if your trim is very squiggly, take your fingernail and your other fingernail and kind of go like that. Now if you don't have fingernails, take your scissors and go like that. And that will help it make it so it's not squiggly and then it's easy to tie. So then it, yes, it is so worth it. Thank you very much. All right, so we're going to put this back. Okay, so one of the things that I suggest every paper crafter have is a bone folder. Now, this bone folder does not come with the kit, but what it does is it gives you a nice crease and that it will sit properly and it will have a nice crisp fold. And so I'm just doing each individual piece. So you could open it up backwards and have that fold just like that. Okay, so that is our fold. And so we're supposed to take this piece and tie it with our tag. Okay. Now, let's see. I'm going to put it through one side. Okay, I'm going to snip that off because it's a little frayed and I want to make it in there. It's a frayed knot. It's scary. It's a bad joke. Very bad joke. Okay, so we're going to tie this up. All right, I'm sitting down for a second. Okay. Get over here. There we go. And then I am just going to hold that for a second with my middle finger. And we're going to flip that around and go all the way back up. And I think I just lost my other... Ooh, I kept it. There we go. Okay. There we go. There are my... We're going to trim that up a little bit. Not bad. 18 inches. Normally, I would have that be done too much. So they want this wrapped around first. And the reason why is so that you could put the dimensionals on it. And they want you to put 10 on here. And like I said, I already have a pack of dimensionals opened up already. So I don't really want to use a new one. So I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool. This is another Paper Crafter item that is a must-have because you can... I don't have fingernails. I have 2 talons, and that's it. They're strong, and they're willing to stab anything. And the only thing they don't do is draw blood. That's good, because I scratch myself every once in a while. Okay, so you want to go above the line and below the line. I'm not usually this dimensional heavy, but I am following the instructions, showing you what to do and what not to do. But, like I said, somebody's going to win this card. Yeah, afraid not. Yes. Scary. Very scary. All right. All right, so another thing I love about the Take Your Pick tool is, number one, I'm going to put this back. I'm going to find its home because it's unraveling over here on the... Get back there. Another thing is I have cats. And cats, kids, you know, they like to play with things that are on your table. So I'm just putting that up there so that doesn't roll around while I'm stabbing and grabbing these. Take Your Pick tool. This is the people poker. You slight angle and stab and grab those backings. Because now you have 4 of them on here. Take that, put that in the trash. Now they're not scattered all over your table. from on your floor, and nobody is going to give a roots patootie because there's a hole in there. It's not like it's going to say, oh, I can't stick. They're still sticky. Make sure I got them. Yep, I got them all. And boy, this is strong. Okay, I'm going to put my adhesive or my cover back on, and it wants you to apply it to this. So this is basically the base of your card. Okay. And this goes in the center. This is cute. Stampin' Up's never done anything like this before with their paper pumpkins. And then one is right there. So where do the rest go? Oh, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So you get 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. All right, and we're supposed to put dimensionals on these. Now, I own mini dimensionals. So we're going to put 1 on the front and then 2 throughout here. Okay, that's cool. All right, so the People Poker is perfect for these little guys. And it wants you to put 1 smack dab in the middle of that. Now, actually, this was using, I just looked, these are mini dimensionals that Stampin' Up put in the paper pumpkin kit. I used big ones, so, oh well, it's going to be really sturdy now. Okay, so it wants you to put 1 down here. Wow. Well, now we're going to get our scissors out, and we're going to just do a little tiny snippet because the candles are skinny. Okay, and so I'm just going to take this. Come on. I'm getting the backing on there too. Might as well just take that off and just stick that. Hopefully it gets on there straight. There we go. Da. Okay, now it'll be easier to take off the next one because, come on, never mind. I didn't cut it well enough, I guess. And we're just going to tear that off and put that right there. And this one. Okay. Thank you. All right, so we're just going to cut that off. Okay, so the first one goes on the front, and it goes like that. Isn't that cute? Okay, so now we're going to open this up, and we're going to put this where the other ones go. One goes, oops, take the backing off of that one. And that goes kind of in the center there. And right there. Okay, so that is card number 1. I mean, how stinking adorable is that? Okay, so whoever wins card number 1. Okay. All right. So now, do you have this one, Terry? Or you have the kit? The cake card uses a candle too. Yeah. This pumpkin kit is, okay, adorable. Stinking adorable. And I really, really like this font. I wish that Stampin' Up would have a, you know what, I should probably leave this one undone, because when I go back in and show the end result, there we go. Wow, that is just so cute. And you know what? We can add Wink Estella, you know, because you just can. We're going to do that. I'm not open it up now. All right, so we're going to just wink up the blue candles that we stamped. And now we're going to open it up again. We're just going to practice bow making. And then let's go and wink this one up. Going a little center in there. No. And then we're going to just stick in. Try to stay within the lines because it'll bleed. And do the outside, just the blue. Don't hit the white where the flowers are. Okay, so now this is going to bleed. So I am actually going to grab a scrap piece of paper and swish that off. And then I am going to make the light shine because I did not want my light to be blue. So I did that with wild wheat because I took that color from the color that said Stamp used these particular colors. Oh, now last my birthday. Boy, I'm just losing everything, aren't I? Okay, so we're just going to put that in there and then tie another bow. And then that way, if anybody comes in late, then they'll be surprised what this card looks like. All right, so that's card number 1. I'm sure the other ones will be a little easier, just because it's not so big. And the envelope that goes with this one is the pink one. It said, let's see. But in the picture, okay, in the front of the picture, it shows the mauve. So I was right the first time around. But when it said card number 1, this is all your product that you use. Okay, see right there. This is the product. It says pink, but in the picture on the front, so somebody did not proof their copy very well. Okay, so that's number 1. Let's go and do number 2. We're going to go to the sheet that tells us, hey, this is everything that you need for this sheet or for this card. So we're going to grab the envelope, which is right here. And we need the cake card. So we have this one. So we're going to take the bone folder and we're just going to give that a nice crease from the front and from the back. Oh, it's cute. Designed on the back side. So you can put your name right on the back. Okay, and then it needs a fork. So we have a fork that is in rose gold. And we need, my balloons are losing, I'm losing balloons. Okay, so then we need, it looks like we need the pieces that are here. Okay. So we need 1, oops. 1, 2, and 3. Why do we need all of these? Must need all of them. Okay. Confetti and pecan pie and like a fleur-de-lis almost. All right. So we have that. And then now we're going to change time for cake. So that is the long sentiment. And I think it's too big. Oh, fits perfectly. We're going to clean off my candle. And using the Stampin' Simply Chamois. Now the Simply Chamois actually is a lot bigger. I cut mine down into 4 just because when I have stamp camps, I have one for each table. Okay, so we're going to put the candle back. And then, oh, we need the little candle. Okay, so it looks like I'll just get another block. I'll just clean everything after we're done. All right, so then the longer you leave your, actually I'm just going to clean them just because I can show you. The longer you leave the ink on there, the more stained it will be. So that's why I tend to actually clean them. And then also because we might be reusing another ink pad or another ink color. Actually, I'm going to grab a different block. It's a tad bit short. I can grab this one and go sideways. There we go. We'll go that way. Okay, I think we have everything. We have our, oh, we need one or more of those. Okay, so we have that, and we have all of those. We have our cake and that. Okay, so we got everything for number 2 punched out and ready to go. So now we find the directions for number 2, which is right here. So they want us to ink up again this piece right here. So again, I'm gonna put it sideways and grab my my mat, and I'm gonna just sit down so I could see better, maybe, and get this on there straight. Okay. Just allow that ink to transfer. Oh, darn it. Just a little bit off again. All right, by the time I'm done making this kit, I will be very good at getting them all in the center. Okay, and then we also need Hooray, which is a sticker. That is over here. Okay, so then now, so we stamped this and got that ready to go. And we need to ink up, oops, I missed a pink piece, a die cut, and it's gonna say it's time for cake. So then we will ink that up in. All right. Did you get done putting together the kit, Terry, or? All right. I think it's super cute. We're going to put that in there straight, hopefully. Luckily, Stampin' Up! Gives us extras. And that turned out very nice. Oh, I just love this font. It's so easy to read. Okay. And that is it for stamping. Okay, so now we're going to put this together. And so it looks like we are going to, I'm just going to use my dimensionals. I'm going to use my large ones. And one, just because they're sitting here. 2 and 3. Okay, and then the mini dimensionals on the back side. I'm going to trim this up a little bit again, just so that it looks a lot better to the recipient, whoever receives this card. Everybody has a birthday, and so whoever wins this card is certainly going to have somebody to send it to, hopefully. Okay, so they want us to put the mini dimensionals on the back side. So seeing as how I cut that down, we're going to trim that up. Now where did I put those? Right here. And cut that up. There we go. And we'll get that center one right there in the middle of the flame. We're going to stab and grab those backings. I'm sure, Terry, you had a lot easier time putting yours together. All right. And then we're going to put that on the cake. And it looks like right there. And then we need to put the cake pieces on. So I am just going to use my adhesive, and that adhesive is called Seal. And so it looks like this one goes in the middle, and this one goes down at the bottom. And this one goes at the top. So I kind of want to get it evened out a little bit. So I'm going to put that kind of in the center, right there. And then kind of space it evenly. So, what kind of cake is your favorite? If somebody was to bake you a cake, what would be your favorite cake for your birthday? Leave that in the comments. Me, I am very picky about cake. Excuse me. I would have to say, I'm going to do my middle one first. Carrot cake. And that is my favorite. Or cheesecake. Now, a place called Nothing Bundt Cakes. I love their cake. I don't really care for regular cake all that much, but carrot cake and cheesecake are my favorites. And I make an amazing carrot cake. And generally I make cupcakes because then I can share with other people. All right, so then we're going to use Seal on there and give that a nice, there we go. I mean, doesn't that look fun? All right, so then now we are going to take the and just stab and grab those backings, and we're going to put that right here. Looks like it's going to be on the lower level of the cake. And then, like I said, this is a sticker, so just peel that off. And inside the hooray, the H, there's that little circle there. All right, we're going to throw that piece away, and then we're going to lay this down right here. Stampin' Up! Does a great job when it when they put these kits together. And then we need that fork. And we're going to put a mini dimensional one right down here. And it's stuck to me already, and I didn't take the top off yet. All right. Oh, that it was the upside down. Okay, so stab and grab those backings. All right. And then we're going to put that right like that. I mean, it's super cute. I love that. You know what we're going to do? We're going to put the Wink of Stella on the Starburst and the frosting. I mean, if it's buttercream, that's wonderful frosting. See how that little bit glitters on there? Okay, maybe not. Sometimes it's hard to see. All right. Well, that's card number 2, and that goes with this envelope. I mean, how cute. Well, very well coordinated. Okay, so we're going to put our lid back on, and then number 3. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to go in and clean our candle. Squeak, squeak, squeak. And it's time for cake. Okay, so those are all clean. And, all right, so card number 3. I have everything, all the folds are just different. So I made it so it's easy to, so I'm not seeing multiple things because it gets very distracting for me. Okay, so what we have here is the balloons, and so we have one of these. These all came undone, so that's why I wanted to keep them on the cardboard so I'm not losing my balloons. All right, and then we need a striped one, and we need one with the pink. Okay, so we have 3 balloons, and we're going to use the balloon center and the Starburst envelope. Nope. We're going to use the pink one. Okay, so we're going to use the pink one, and let's see. Okay, and it looks like we need the balloons from the stamp set. So we need 2 of them. So we're going to use that one. Just in case. We'll use that one. And we have another one. I have lots. When they listed A blocks to be retired, I grabbed a lot of them because there's a lot of small stamps, and Stampin' Up! Retiring them really made me grumpy. Okay, so now this happy birthday comes with a slight angle all by itself, but you can certainly put it on your stamp, on your block, a little bit more curvy if you want to do that. Okay, so we're going to take this piece, and this is going to be our card base, and we're going to give that a nice burnish with our bone folder. And let's see, what block are we going to use? I'm going to put Make-A-Wish back, and put that on there like that. Okay, and then it looks like we need a die. go. And we need some more of that ribbon, or that twine. Okay, I think I got everything. All right, so let's go to number 3 and put it together. Okay, so we're just going to fold everything up that's not needed and put it, I'm just going to put the envelope up here. I got a lot of stuff here, so this is a little, I don't know what the word is. Complicated. Okay. We're going to take the happy and we're going to stamp it. And we're going to get my Stampin' Pearson mat. Just tap, tap, tap. And stamp or ink that right in there. Why do I want to make sure it's gonna fit? Okay, that did work. I was thinking I was gonna stamp it out of the realm of stamping. Okay, so it looks like it wants us to stamp some balloons on this. Okay, so up in the corner, I'm holding, my air conditioning is on and my vent is right up above me. So I'm trying to do this. Okay, so the flower one goes tap, tap, tap. You don't need to squish it in there. And allow that ink to transfer. And then we're going to do that down here in the corner. Okay. And then we're going to do the one with the stripes, kind of down here and up here. Okay. You know what? We might take our cards and we might, you know, maybe put that on the front of the envelope. You know, you can decorate the outside of your envelope too. Okay, so it wants you to use a lot of dimensionals. All right. So we're going to flip this over. We're going to put this away for now. Then there. That's how you do that. Okay, so everything gets flipped over and we're going to put dimensionals on everything. It looks like it. And it wants you to put mini glue dots there, but then, oh, I see why. Okay, so adhesive and I'm going to just use big ones. No, I'm going to use big ones here. One. I'm just going to use 2. And then one. This is going to be a cute card. Whoever wins it. So I'm going to pick 3 winners. So how you get entered is if you do a thumbs up or a heart, that gets your name entered into the drawing. If you leave a comment, all you have to do is say hi, where you're from, if you're new to me, what's your name, you know, something simple. Doesn't have to be paragraph. I'm easy. And then leave a comment, anything. And then that'll get you entered into the drawing. And then if you share this on your timeline, maybe you have a paper crafter that's on your timeline, but you don't know that they're a paper crafter. And maybe they haven't touched their stuff for a while. And by you sharing this on your timeline, that might inspire them to make a card, send a card, and make somebody's day. That is what I'm trying to do. Send smiles. Okay, so we're going to stab and grab a lot of these backings. So we're going to start with the little ones. And got 2. 1. Grab. And, you know, when you stab and grab these, at least you're not injuring anybody. You are taking your frustrations out, if you have some. You know, this is therapy. You know, it's called poke therapy. And if you don't know me, I'm a very easygoing, fun-loving kind of person with a very sarcastic attitude. Okay. All right. So, and my husband will contest to that. Alrighty. So we've done that. So what they want you to do is, I am going to place. Make sure your card is facing the right way, and then you're going to put this in the center. Okay, just like that. All right. And then you're going to put your pretty balloon right in the center, okay? And then that greeting where the adhesive is, that is going to go in the center. And because it's raised, the dimensionals that are right here on the side are helping it stay. Then this balloon is going to touch this one right here. And then the one that's sticking to my fingers is going to kind of tuck underneath here. And then we're going to make a bow. All right, so the bow, we're just going to take your fingernail and just kind of straighten that out a little bit. And I'm just going to leave this on the roll just because I'm not going to make that big of a bow, and I don't want to throw a lot of this away because I have more cards to make and it's very pretty. And we don't want to be wasteful. So like if this is way too much, I mean, that's perfect for me. I'm going to snip that off. I'm actually going to snip these both at the same time, and then that way they're roughly the same size, and only through a 1/2 inch away. And so the mini glue dots that came, this is what a mini glue dot is. I'm actually going to use my own mini glue dots that I already have. That's Stampin' Up, that I purchased from Stampin' Up. I generally don't like to open up another pack of something unless I don't have it. So that's the reason why. And I'm just squishing that mini glue dot so that it doesn't stay sticky. I mean, how cute is that? Who would like to win this card? All right, so, and I'm going to rewind this up, and I'm going to put that back up in the twine. I'm going to rewind it back up here so I could put it back up in here, just like that. Okay, so let's clear this up just a little bit so we can show the cards off and pick a winner. Not right now, I mean of the cards, but I want to see which one you guys like the best. All right, so we're just going to pick up. Now I just put a little adhesive right here. I'm just going to remove that so that I can, so it wasn't flopping on camera. All right, flopping around. So we're just going to lift that up so I can, you know, reuse my directions again when I go back in and make the rest of the cards. All right, so these are the cards that we made. So the, let's see. the birthday cake, according to the front of the instructions, the birthday cake goes with the pink. Okay. And then the mauve goes with the blue, and the balloons go with that. So this was card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. So which is your favorite? Pick 1, 2, or 3. Now let me open up card number 1 because this one is a fun fold. So this was card number 1. And you can sign right on the inside. So with your Paper Pumpkin subscription, you get roughly, you either get cards or you get 3D projects, kind of like gift bags. So each one's different. You do not know what you're getting. And this one came with 9 cards. And so you should be able to put them together in about a half an hour. I'm just, explaining and doing, so it takes a little longer while you're doing it on camera. But I'm going to pick 3 winners. So all you have to do is, let me just tie this bow, and if you're watching the replay, you can say hashtag replay. And, I think this just hits it out of the park. Okay, so number 1, number 2, and number 3. So this is called the Time for Cake Paper Pumpkin. So you would get 3 of this one, 3 of this one, and 3 of this one once completed. Now, if you were to follow the instructions, if you don't follow the instructions, you could certainly cut up the envelopes. You can use that for the cardstock, the backgrounds. You could certainly order, if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you can also order more kits. And sometimes they actually have refills. Now, what a refill means is that you would get the paper parts and not the stamps and the ink pad. So you can continue to make more cards. All right, so if you would like to enter the drawing to win one of these cards, all you need to do is do a thumbs up or a heart. That gets your name entered into the drawing. Leave a comment. All you have to do is say, hi. That's the shortest thing you can get to enter. You can also say, hey, this is my first time watching you. I'm from Tennessee. Or cute card, or I really like those balloons. You could do something like that. Get your name entered into the drawing. If you share this on your timeline, you get 2 entries. So all you have to, that's 4 different ways to win, to enter, to win one of these cards. Now it takes a little while for me to pick the names because this is Thursday night. So maybe people are, not home from work or settling, the kids in, and they might come back and watch the replay. I want to give everybody a chance to enter, to win, and to watch the video. And then also to, help me share my name out there and, share it. So thank you very much for hanging with me on a Thursday evening. I will be back on Sunday after 5 o'clock. Have a great rest of your week.